I got my measurements taken. I wrote them down on this little piece of cardboard. Here go the old rear deck, so I can get my little center cut here made and cut out. And then here go my huge one-piece slab of wood. Like I said, Lowe's wouldn't. They cutting machine was down, so what I ended up doing was just getting them to deliver it to me, and it was free delivery, so I got them to deliver it. So now what we finna do is I'm gonna cut straight across, and then I'm gonna just take me this piece to the back, and then this big piece I'm gonna take it over to the box Chevy and let it sit over there at that crib. But as y'all can see, I had it delivered to me. So yeah, that's what I'm finna go ahead and do now. We see everything I need. That's my board for my measurements on it, and then I got one speaker out here. So what we finna do first is trace this back line, which this is the end that's gonna touch the window. This the part that's gonna touch the seat, so I'm not tracing this side. I'm just gonna trace this one so I can get it the same little line for the back window, and then I'm gonna use my tape measure the width up or the length of it. Then I'm gonna do how long I need it with my tape measure, and then go from there, and then use that cardboard for a straight line, you know. What's up guys, it's your boy Deuce back with another video. Now this video, man, we finna finally cut out my rear deck board. That's all we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna cut the speaker port holes out, and we're gonna cut out the third brake light hole. You know what I'm saying? Last video we went ahead and cut out the rear deck, cut a lot more than I was wanting to cut, but it's the only way I can get it to really fit in there. So that's what we had to do in the last video. This video we finna cut out the board. In the next video we're gonna go ahead and wrap the board. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I gotta get this big old piece of wood to the backyard, you feel me? Because I don't have enough room to cut it in here. It's just not enough room. I might be able to cut it in half in here, and then take the half that I gotta cut to the backyard, and then do it like that. But other than that, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn that post notification bell on, the way y'all get notified as soon as I drop a video. Share the channel, share this video, man. Roll to 5,000 subscribers, so I need y'all help to hit that goal. Post the videos, post the channel on all social media platforms. Y'all want to screen record the videos and post them, you feel me, like that. Share the channel, share this video, and subscribe if you're new, you know. Other than that, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. We're gonna get right into it, because I don't know how long this video is really gonna take me to record, you know. And I gotta also take some measurements of that back, so I gotta find my tape measure so I can take some measurements of that back, so I can know how far I can actually bring that board out and how little I need it to be, you feel me, like that. So I gotta take them measurements. So I will catch y'all in 1 second. I gotta find my tape measure, and then I gotta get this big old piece of plywood down, and then we're gonna move on from there. So y'all stay tuned, I'll catch y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, so got my measurements taken, you feel me, for, y'all can barely see it, but I got my measurements taken. I wrote them down on this little piece of cardboard. Here go the old rear deck, so I can get my little center cut here made and cut out. And then here go my huge one-piece slab of wood. Like I said, Lowe's wouldn't. They cutting machine was down, so what I ended up doing was just getting them to deliver it to me, and it was free delivery, so I got them to deliver it. So now what we finna do is I'm gonna cut straight across, and then I'm gonna just take me this piece to the back, and then this big piece I'm gonna take it over to the box Chevy and let it sit over there at that crib. But as y'all can see, I had it delivered to me. So yeah, that's what I'm finna go ahead and do now. We're gonna cut this out. I think this was 3/10, 3/11, something like that, and of the thickness. So it's not super thick, which I'm kind of wishing I would have got a thicker one now. But like I said, it is what it is. It's fine, you know. So what are we finna do? Like I said, is cut this in half, and then take everything to the back, and then finish everything out. You know what I'm saying? Cut it to the right size I need, and everything, and cut out the speaker port holes and all that stuff. So yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and cut it, man. Let's go ahead and cut it. All right, let's set y'all down here like that. Plug this back up. Alright. And then let's go ahead and cut straight across. So I'm gonna go about here just to be safe. This is why I wish they would have cut it at Lowe's. My piece, like I said, it's still really tall, but it's better than having this other half, you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta get everything to the back so I can go ahead and get this cut to the right size, cut to the right length, and you feel me, just right, you know what I'm saying? Then, like I said, the next video we can go ahead and wrap it. I went ahead and bought some new 3M glue, or 9M maybe, I don't know what to say, but some new adhesive glue. Got some new got new material, and yeah, we just got to cut everything out. So rear deck cut out, which I hate, but it's gonna get covered, so I'm not too worried about it, because like I said, it's gonna go ahead and get covered. And then got my long piece. Look at that, goodness. I want to cut it again, but like I said, I don't want it to be too short, and then I have to cut again on this one. So I'm just leave it exactly how it is and just take it to the back. Take this the OEM one to the back as well. So both of those going to the back. My staples can stay here for now, and all I gotta take is my saw and then my Dremel, and I'm gonna grab the whole Dremel kit. So if you feel me, for when I get ready to cut the speaker port holes, it won't just look so rushed and rugged and everything. It'll actually look pretty decent. So that's the plan. Then I'm gonna use the little sandpaper sand wheel and try to clean it up so the wood just don't be super splintery. But yeah, I'll catch y'all once I get to the back and we get ready to cut. Alright y'all, so we basically finna record until my battery down on my camera. So I already got everything back here, as y'all can see, everything I need. That's my board with my measurements on it, and then I got one speaker out here. So what we finna do first is trace this back line, which this is the end that's gonna touch the window. This the part that's gonna touch the seat. So I'm not tracing this side, I'm just gonna trace this one so I can get it the same little line for the back window. And then I'm gonna use my tape measure the width up or the length of it. Then I'm gonna do how long I need it with my tape measure, and then go from there, and then use that cardboard for a straight line, you know. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and try to execute the plan. Whew. It is cold, y'all. It is really cold. So I'm trying to make sure I don't move this. Make sure it stays straight like that. All right, now I gotta trace out the third brake light without moving this board. Alright, and then I want to mark out here, about there, looks like the center, and about there. So this is one speaker, this is third brake light, and then this is the other speaker. Alright, now I got that all done. Now I can go on with my tape measure, move that out of the way. That looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. And then this is the center of the speaker. So now I gotta go ahead lay down one speaker so I can actually break this out. Actually, I'm not gonna touch the speaker parts yet. I'm gonna actually wait. So I'm go center up here. It was 15. About there looks like the center. It was 15. So that's the center of the speaker. That's the center of the speaker. And then let's mark this side. Yeah, it looks like the center. Right there. And that's the center of the speaker on this side. And then now I need to mark 8.5 down. 8.5 right there. Perfect. So now what I gotta do, like I said, is try to make my line as straight as possible without going like crooked. And then I'm gonna keep measuring. So I'm gonna go here, go 8.5. Here as well. Center of the speaker, and go 8.5 just here, and then center of this speaker, this one, that's the back of it, this the window, this the passenger side. So yep, this is right. And then I'm gonna go 8 on this one, just like that. So now I get my board. Actually, now I gotta measure it, go 52. Let me see. I need my calculator so I can actually get this the right width, and it need to be, I gotta find the center of 52. I don't feel like doing the math in my head. 2, that should be 4. Go up 1. Hold on. 52 divided by 2, going there. 2 and 2, so it'll be, actually I'm gonna write on the board. 52 divided by 2, so that'll be 2, that'll be 4, 1, 2, 26. Just like that. There we go. Quick math. 26. So I gotta find 26. Put that right in the center of this. So 26 there. And then now I can go out 52. It looks about the center. And the end of here. There we go. And now I got the length of my board. So I'm going to use this cardboard piece. I wish I had a level to make sure this was straight, because I don't really have a way to tell. 52 there. That looks about straight, man. Like I said, I don't have a leveler. Alright, 52. There we go. Now I got the actual length of my board. So now I'm gonna finish everything up off camera. Y'all stay tuned, and I will be right back to y'all once I'm done. Alright, so I got the board cut out now. The only thing I can cut out yet is gonna be my speaker ports and the third brake light. It's just too cold. I'm gonna have to come out here and finish that up tomorrow. But if we look here go my board. It's gonna sit in the car like that. This is the back window. This is towards the seat. This is it, man. This is the board, and like I said, third brake light hole. Middle of one speaker, middle of the other speaker. I'm gonna draw that line down a little bit more because this one is perfectly in the middle. But yeah, that's it. Actually, where's my marker? I'll draw that down real quick. So unfortunately, like I said, I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this video. Go like that. There's one speaker in the middle of it. That's the middle, the other one, and then third brake light. So like I said, we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this video. The part 2 is gonna be cutting it out. Like I said, it's just too cold and I can't do it right now, you know. So these little extra pieces of wood I'm gonna leave back here, and this bigger one I'm gonna actually take to the front with my board for my rear deck. So here go the Cutlass new rear deck, and like I said, just gotta make the speaker ports and the third brake light hold, and then wrap it, and then we done. This is it, man. This is it. So y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, I did not plan on doing a part 2, but like I said, I really don't have a choice. So give y'all some sort of visual idea real quick with the speaker. Look like about the center, about there. So that's how it's gonna be. That's the passenger side. Actually, it's a little crooked. It's gonna be like there. Let me turn it up. Be like it. So we're gonna have 6x9s in the rear deck now instead of the 4x10s. And my camera finna die, so I'm trying to finish this up before my camera does die. But yeah, like I said, this is it. This is how it's gonna look. We're gonna finish it out tomorrow. We're gonna cut out the holes and everything for the speakers to be able to go in, and then I'm gonna wrap it. Then we're gonna drill the the speakers in the board. Then we're gonna set the whole board with the speakers already inside the car. Then we'll put the third brake light on, wire up the speakers, and then it'll be done. So yeah, like I said, y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments. Like I said, I did not plan on doing a part 2 to this. It's just it's too cold, man. It really is, and it's dark now, as y'all can tell. It's pretty dark outside, so I'm gonna have to finish it up tomorrow. Didn't plan on taking that long with the actual rear deck, the metal framing, but yeah, it took a lot longer than I was expecting. So let me clean up my mess, then I'll catch y'all for the outro. Alright y'all, so that's gonna be the end of this one, man. Like I said, unfortunately we gotta do a part 2, only because it just got dark too quick, and it got cold, too cold, you know. The only reason, like I said, the only reason why I'm doing a part 2 is because I didn't think the cutting out the metal framing of the rear deck was gonna take as long as it did, and it did. But so you can see, I'm gonna have to do some messing around with it. I'm probably gonna have to cut out another piece, because that corner up there does like a bend. So I think I'm gonna cut out another piece. I'm gonna do that off camera. Only thing, I'm gonna come back to y'all in the next video, like I said, and we're gonna cut out the speaker part. But other than that, man, I think it's gonna look really good. I got it, like I said, trim that side down too a little bit, not a lot though, just so it'll lay down in there nice and flush and flat. And then once the speaker get in there, it's gonna help the board stay down more, because it's gonna add more weight. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get everything situated, you feel me? But the next video y'all will see will be me cutting out speaker ports on either this board or the new board. But like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cut out another board and do it like that. So hope y'all enjoyed this video though. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the channel, share the video, man. Road to 5,000 subscribers, so I need y'all help to hit that goal. Post on all social media platforms, share the channel, share the video, screen record the videos if y'all want, subscribe if you're new, do whatever you can, you know what I'm saying, help me reach that goal. But like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know what y'all think, how y'all think the board gonna be. And like I said, I got brand new material, so I have plenty of material to wrap this board whenever I finish it. So, but like I said, the next video y'all will see, I'm not gonna cut out another board on camera. If I do cut out another board, it's gonna be off camera, and I got, y'all know, plenty of wood to be able to do it. So yeah, like I said, leave y'all opinions in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the board, how y'all feel about the board. Y'all think I should have used different material than this plywood? What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. I can't know if y'all don't tell me. But yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to, I don't want nothing to turn out, I ain't gonna say imperfect, because can't nothing be perfect, but I don't want it to be, what's the right word, just rushed. I don't want it to look rushed, because I'm not in a rush to finish this. So that's why, like with the rear deck, I used the Dremel to make sure all the edges was good. I make sure it just, you feel me, even though you won't never see it, I still wanted it to look good, because I know about it, you know what I'm saying, and y'all do too now, because I recorded it. So Same thing with the board. I'm make it as perfect as I can, as good as I can. And if it take me more wood, then I'll just buy another long slab of wood. It was only like $30, so I'll buy another slab of wood if I run out of wood. But I have plenty of wood left. So like I said, I'm gonna do that off camera tomorrow, and then come back to y'all on camera, because it don't take nothing but like 10 minutes to cut out the wood. But it's just, it got dark too quick, you know. And so that's the only thing. Like I said, I'm gonna get it all finished and situated, then I'm gonna come back to y'all when I get ready to cut out the speaker hole and the third brake light hole. But other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep God first and God bless, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.